All right, welcome to the second day of NTI. Now, we're going to be talking about incomplete dominance, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples associated with not only the Punnett square, but also the pedigree as well. So, here's the practice problem for the Punnett square. We have an individual here that is a carrier for the disease. We have another individual here that's a carrier for the disease. And so, in this practice problem, we get a nice phenotypic ratio of 1 to 2 to 1. So that big T results in normal individual. These are us. We can produce enough enzyme in order to break down fat. Now, these individuals here that have big T, little t, they produce half the amount of enzyme so that they still live normal productive lives, but they only produce half the amount of enzymes to break down fat. These individuals here suffer from Tay-Sachs disease, so that little t will result in no enzyme production. Now, what we know about Tay-Sachs as well, that it is fatal, so that those individuals that have Tay-Sachs will eventually die at the age of 5. So the genotypic ratio is a big T, little t, 1 to 2 to 1. Now, here's a sample problem of a pedigree. What we notice is that we have to start at the very bottom, so that makes it a little bit different than what we've seen in other pedigrees. In this pedigree, we again figure out what is given to us. So the ones that are shaded in are the ones that are given to us, so that our little t is at the very bottom. And we know that in order for this individual to have received Tay-Sachs, their parents must have been carriers. So these individuals have to be big T, little t. Now, in order for this mother to have gotten Tay-Sachs, to have been a carrier of Tay-Sachs, then these individuals had to have at least one recessive allele. Now, we're not 100% sure which one gave them the recessive allele, either this father or this mother. And so we have to put or in this example. And then this individual also had a brother, and unfortunately that brother has not had a family yet, so we haven't decided whether or not they have a big T or big T, little t. Now behind me is our practice problems that I want you to do. So make sure that you take down the practice problems, draw the Punnett squares, draw the pedigrees, indicate the genotypic ratio, the phenotypic ratio, and for the pedigrees, the genotypes.